fun one. Excited to get started. The Outlaws lost another game last night to the Wranglers, so they have dropped a couple straight against that Outlaws team. The Wranglers have. The Wranglers now sit at 8-8 in the conference standings. The Outlaws up to 13-8, and the Pioneers are 6-11 in conference play. They could get 2 wins and setting themselves up in winning fashion, but they'll have to do it again today here at Oregon Trail Park. We're going to head to a short break. When we're back, we'll have the Scottsbluff Screen Printing pregame interview. See Shane and his crew at Scottsbluff Screen Printing for all of your summer sports needs. And after that, we'll get you started for tonight's ball game. Head to break here on KNB in the Front Range League Network. Macklin, broadcaster for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, here with one of the newest Pioneers, Tay Bose. How you doing today?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, give us a little bit of your background baseball-wise.
I came from Atlanta, Georgia. I was born and raised, and then I moved to Cleveland, Ohio. Went to a school that didn't have baseball, so I didn't play high school baseball until junior year of high school when I moved back to Atlanta, Georgia. Came out of high school, went to Bruin Parker, redshirted there, and then I transferred over to Dillard University, where I'm at now. And yeah.
So you've been red hot at the top of this Pioneers lineup. Give us a little bit of your approach when you're at the plate.
Always middle backside. Of course, that was just something I always been taught, or just put it on the ground because of my speed and beat it out, or run it sometimes, So yeah.
Give us what's your favorite pitch to try to hit?
Fastball. Sure.
Fastball.
Yeah.
If a pitcher is an off-speed pitch heavy type of guy, how do you try to adjust to
that? Mainly just keeping my eyes down on the ball and wait for the movement. I kind of sometimes scoot up in the box if I know an off speed is coming, so I can get there before the break. But mainly just sitting on it, really, I guess.
So we'll do a little bit rapid fire to finish this off.
Oh, that's a hard one. Honestly, dang, that's a good one. I like. We're gonna go favorite movie. We're just gonna go Jackie Robinson.
That's a good one. It's a good pick. Favorite food?
Chicken tenders and fries.
And then favorite baseball team?
Don't have one.
All right.
If I had one, though, it would be Yankees.
That's Tay Bose, infielder for the Pioneers. You can catch us on KNEB or on the Front Range YouTube page.
Brad's
Welcome back into the Logos broadcast booth. Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom made at Logos 1344 10th Street in Gering. Pioneers trying to continue their winning ways here at Oregon Trail Park after getting 2 wins in that doubleheader against the Fort Morgan 19U team. They'll take on the Buckley Bombers as we get set for baseball. Wind has really picked up. Dust is now in the air. It's a bit of an overcast sky, but hopefully the rain will hold off and we'll get to play baseball. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and go into the starting lineups brought to you by the UNMC College of Nursing in Scottsbluff. UNMC is preparing the next generation of nurses with hands-on training, expert faculty, and real-world experience all close to home. If you're ready to make a difference in your community and start a rewarding career in healthcare, discover your future with the UNMC College of Nursing in Scottsbluff. First starting lineup for the Buckley Bombers. They brought 9 players. They will all play, and we'll see how they get that done today. Leading it off and playing in center field will be Marcus Steinbar. Batting second and pitching will be Kanan Koberstein. Batting third and playing second base will be Madden Larson. Batting fourth and at shortstop will be Jax Kuzel. He is the one player from the Fort Morgan 19U team who's traveling here today with the Bombers. Batting fifth and playing in left field will be George Waitman. Batting sixth and playing first base will be Tate Rehnquist. Batting seventh and catching is Jaden Harris. Batting eighth and at third base will be Azaviel Betrez. And rounding out the lineup, the right fielder Zoltan Custer. As I said, the pitcher for the Bombers is Kanan Koberstein.
There you go.
And now the starting lineup for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Leading it off and playing shortstop will be Tay Bose. Batting second and in right field will be Jordan Fitzpatrick. Batting third and in left field is Caden Moore, fresh off his hot day against the 19U squad. Batting fourth and DHing will be Mike Monum. Batting fifth and in center field is Jacob Solis. Batting sixth and at first base, Man Smith. Batting seventh and at third base, Carter Simmons. Batting eighth and catching is Ray Zamaripa. And rounding out the lineup at second base is Michael Fisher.
Thank you, and happy birthday from the Pioneers.
As I said, pitching for the Pioneers today is head coach Eric Toller. He did pitch in that final inning and 2/3 to finish off the 10-1 win against the 19U squad. He's going to try to give some distance, and then following him should be Bob Parsons. We'll see how he does on the mound. As we get set for baseball, that'll do it for the Platte Valley Investment pregame show. Thank you so much for joining me. On the other side of it, we'll have baseball here at Oregon Trail Park on KNB and the Front Range League Network. Welcome back into Oregon Trail Park as we get set for baseball between the Western Nebraska Pioneers and the Buckley Bombers. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me here on this overcast day at Oregon Trail Park, trying to continue their winning ways of the Pioneers, fresh off that sweep of the Fort Morgan 19U team. Around the Front Range League, the Outlaws have now won 6 straight, including 2 against the Wranglers, to officially put themselves in pole position of the league. Fun day all around the sports world. Got the World Cup forming in the knockout rounds. You got obviously a big day of baseball here and in the MLB. Also, NBA free agency starts tonight. We'll see how that looks as well. This 19U team does bring in Jax Kuzel, who went 1 for 7 in the 2 games that he played on Sunday. Other than that, a full 9-person team of new players that we have not seen yet. And we'll see how they look like against this Pioneers team, where at the top of the lineup, it was a big day for everyone. Tabos went 2 for 6 and walked twice, scored 3 runs in those 2 games. Jordan Fitzpatrick only played in the first game but walked twice and scored a big run. Caden Moore, obviously a huge day for him, had 5 RBIs in the 2 games. A couple of doubles going at 2 for 6 and also had the game-winning catch to end the first game and help the Pioneers get that win. And then batting in the 5-hole today is Jacob Solis. He went 3 for 4 with a double and 4 RBIs in that second game after going 0 for 4 in the first game where he was hitting the ball well, just could not find any holes. Getting set for a 6:35 p.m. at least scheduled start time, a little bit later it looks like. We're still waiting for the national anthem. Again, the wind has really picked up over the last few minutes. Right now with gusts as high as 29 miles per hour. It's supposed to get even worse later with gusts up to 36 miles per hour. Sitting around 19 miles per hour right now. That wind blowing out towards left field is going to be tough for these pitchers. They're going to try to avoid that pull power against the righties, the obviously opposite field power against the lefties. Deshaun Harvey getting the day off today, as well as Devin James, who's still dealing with that hand injury. So Zamaripa back behind the plate, but did get word should be back to swinging, although it worked out pretty well for him when he was bunting. He should be set to catch behind the plate. Did throw out a couple of runners as well, did Zamaripa in that second game, as well as also getting that interference call, which got the strike him out, throw him out. As we get closer to game time, I want to let you know that the opening pitch is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. It's love at 425 degrees, and don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Defensively for the Pioneers behind head coach Eric Toller, who is starting the game, it'll be Carter Simmons at third, Tabos at short. Michael Fisher will be playing second base with Madman Smith over at first. Zamaripa behind the plate. And then the outfield, it's Caden Moore in left, Solis in center, and Fitzpatrick in right. And we've seen all 3 of those guys play really good defensively, specifically Caden Moore, who had a diving catch in that first game and then the running grab to win the game, which was a huge catch. If that ball gets by him, it's going to be at least a tie game, if not the 19U Wranglers with the lead. But instead he makes the catch. They won that first game 4-3, and then their bats exploded in the second game. They won at 10-1 for scoring 10 runs in the first 3 frames. Still waiting for that national anthem. Eric Toller, who got the start, mentioned he went an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 1, gave up 1 earned run in that final inning of work after that wild pitch allowed a run to score. It was Chris Moody who got the start in that game and pitched 5 1/3 scoreless. Allowed 5 hits, just took 2 walks, and struck out 4 in his 5 1/3 innings of work. He'll probably be getting the start on Saturday, as that's the next league game for these Pioneers. They take on the Outlaws here at Oregon Trail Park. On a special 4th of July game. They are off tomorrow. The Wranglers and Outlaws will play again on Thursday. And then on Friday, the Pioneers will travel down to Colorado Springs to play a doubleheader before Saturday's game against the Outlaws. Looks like they are finally getting it set for the national anthem here at Oregon Trail Park. Mentioned it's, of course, a ton of baseball all around the U.S., the MLB. Playing today, the White Sox, who have been red hot, are beating the Orioles 9-3. Texas and Cleveland playing in the bottom of the 8th, with Texas winning 4-2. The Phillies are beating the Pirates 5-0 in the 7th inning. It's Detroit. After they hit 3 home runs off of Cam Schlitter in the first inning, they're beating New York 6-1 in the 5th. In the top of the 6th, the Mets are beating the Blue Jays 1-0. Nationals and Red Sox are tied at 1 in the 5th. The Cardinals beating the Braves 4-1. That one is in the 5th inning. Tampa Bay is taking on Kansas City, and they are currently winning that game 6-3 in the 4th. Milwaukee and Cincinnati tied at 1 in the 4th inning as well. And the Cubs are up 2-1 over the Padres in the 2nd. The Twins playing the Astros. Twins up 3-0 in the 2nd. And then getting set for their game is Miami and Colorado. And then later tonight will be the Dodgers taking on the Athletics, the Angels taking on the Mariners, and the Giants taking on the Diamondbacks. The Angels just got a new interim GM in the form of John Mozeliak, former Cardinals team president. Be interesting to see what he does there. My Cardinals taking on the Braves, winning 4-1 thanks to a 3-run shot off the bat of Nathan Church. Toller warming up, throwing it to his catcher, Zamaripa. Toller is the assistant coach over at Missouri Valley College, the place where Zamaripa plays. In that 7th inning that Toller pitched, he gave up a hit, walked a couple. Would have gotten out of the inning scoreless if it wasn't for the wild pitch that allowed a run to score. Otherwise, he looked pretty good on the mound. He'll have to try to give some length. Again, we're playing 9 innings today against these Buckley Bombers. First time we get to see them this season. Wind is really picking up down there. Again, we were scheduled to start at 6:35. It's 6:41. We're still waiting for that national anthem here at Oregon Trail Park.
All right, Coyotes fans, it's time to send your starters out to the field. At shortstop, number 4, Tay Ho.
Looks like we're getting started here is Bill Sheffield, the voice of the Pioneers, or at least the PA voice of the Pioneers, will announce the starting lineups for the Pios.
In center field, number 7, Jacob Solis. At first base, number 21, Marcus.
Reminder in the outfield, it's Caden Moore in left, Solis in center, Fitzpatrick in right. It's Carter Simmons at third, Tay Bose at short, Micah Vissers at second, Commandman Smith at first, Zamaripa behind the plate, and pitching will be Eric Toller.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please.
It's time for the national anthem here at Oregon Trail Park. On the other side, we're going to have the first pitch here on K&B and the Front Range League Network. And it's time for baseball. As Eric Toller takes the mound, he'll be throwing it to Ray Zamaripa. Pioneers in their red jerseys with white pants wearing the blue caps tonight. The Buckley Bombers wearing a dark green jersey with black sleeves and white pants. Deshaun Harvey having standoff with someone from the Bombers. Harvey's the one that outlasted him. Again, Harvey getting the night off after playing a ton of baseball recently. He also pitched. He was the starter in Game 1 of that doubleheader on Sunday. Toller did pitch for Williams Baptist from 2020 to 2023. Appeared in 41 games over those 4 seasons. Pitched in 49 innings. And he'll take the bump to start this one. It'll be Marcus Steinbar, the first to meet him. Following him will be the pitcher Kanan Koberstein, and then Madden Larson, the first 3 for the Bombers. They get set for tonight's 9-inning ball game. As we still wait to get started, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 308-632-7561. Together, we'll go far. And the plate tonight is Cody Hoffrock. In the field is Scott Anderson. The Bombers are coached by Colin Hines. So he heads over there to coach third base. Zamaripa will throw it down to second as we get started here at Oregon Trail Park in Gering, Nebraska. Pioneers fresh off a doubleheader sweep of the 19U squad from Fort Morgan, and now they get a chance to continue their winning ways. Steinbar steps into the right-handed batter's box, and he will face Toller to get this started pitching from the stretch. The first pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, called strike 2. Both of those hitting that outside corner. So Steinbar will start this game behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery is swung on and missed, and that's how we get started here in Gering with a strikeout of Steinbar. With one out, it'll be the pitcher Kanan Koberstein. He'll try to help himself out here. Now the right-handed hitter stepping into the batter's box. First pitch to him is swung on and missed, and Toller started this game by pounding the strike zone. Carter Simmons over at third is playing a little bit in front of the bag. The 0-1 in there for strike 2. So far, 5 pitches, 5 strikes for Toller. The 0-2 pitch misses low, couldn't get the swing. Count moves to 1-2. Oberstein steps back in, working with a 1-2 count. He's basically hovering over the home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Another off speed. Can't get the swing again. That pitch missed below the zone. Even count at 2-2. Toller sets and delivers. One misses just outside, and the count runs full from 0-2 to 3-2. The payoff pitch misses low, and it will be a walk. Couldn't get that third strike. It will be a one-out base runner for the second baseman, Madden Larson. Larson will be the first lefty that Toller will face today. First pitch on a line towards second. Fisher can't play it. Oberstein will go to third as the ball gets away from Fitzpatrick. Throw goes into second, but it's not in time. And a defensive mistake puts runners at second and third with just one out. That'll be Jax Kuzel with a chance to try to put these Bombers up here in the first inning. Kuzel went 1 for 7 yesterday in the 2 games. First pitch hit towards right, but that's going to get into the glove of Fisher for out number 2. Fisher using every inch of his 6'3" frame to bring that one in. 2 outs, runner still at second and third for George Waitman. First pitch pulled the string on him as he goes down swinging for strike 1. That pitch missed outside. Count evens at 1-1. Toller sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside. Waitman working with a 2-1 count. Toller trying to strand those 2 runners in scoring position. Checked his swing. Didn't go on a pitch that missed inside. That was a 3-1 count. Do have a base open. It's Tate Rehnquist awaiting on deck. The 3-1 pitch hit up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're waving home Larson. Throws and coming to the plate, and it's up the line and not in time. These 2 runs will come to score here in the first inning of this ball game. The Bombers strike first. Waitman did stop at first, so it's a 2-out base runner. 2 RBI single for Waitman. It's Tate Rehnquist. He steps into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch swinging for strike 1. A couple hits and a walk in this inning, as well as an error that allowed 2 runs to score. The 0-1 pitch on the ground towards second. Fisher will play it, and Rehnquist falls over to first, but it wasn't going to matter as that is thrown to first with plenty of time, but the Bombers do score 2. And the Pioneers will be playing from behind here to start this one here in KNB in the Front Range League Network. Pioneers look to try to match those 2 runs the Bombers put up here in the bottom of the first inning. Kanan Koberstein, the first one to pitch here in this ballgame for the Bombers. He'll face this top of the lineup that's been excellent at getting on base. Tay Bowes went 2 for 6 yesterday, a couple of walks, scored 3 runs. He's been excellent at the top of the lineup for the Pios all season since he's been here. Fitzpatrick is off to a hot start as well. In that last league game, had that 6 RBI day as well as the grand slam. Obviously, it did come in a losing effort, but he still looks great. And then Caden Moore had himself a day yesterday. Really single-handedly was able to secure that win in the first game with that 2 RBI double to give them the lead and then that running catch to maintain the lead. And then batting in the 4 hole is Mike Monham. He had a hot day yesterday. He went 5 for 7 with 3 doubles. Bowes steps in. First pitch to him. Misses low for ball 1. 5'3" shortstop out of Atlanta, Georgia. The 1-0 pitch taken high for ball 2. Bowes with a .632 OBP in league play this year. Reached in 4 of his 8 plate appearances as well. 2-0 pitch misses low. It's a quick 3-0 count to Bowes. The 3-0 pitch is in there. Back in the count now at 3-1 is Koberstein. The 3-1 pitch, that's taken low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for the Pioneers. We'll bring up Jordan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick played in the first game yesterday, went 0 for 1, but did draw 2 walks. First pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. See if Bowes wants to test the catcher Harris behind the plate. Throw over to first, nothing doing. He did have a stolen base in that first game on Sunday. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and quickly Fitzpatrick works from behind 0-2. Bowes takes off, gets a big jump. That pitch misses and gets past the catcher. He's rounding second, takes a big turn, but he will stay at second. He had that bag basically stolen the entire way, though. As I said, a huge jump. That pitch missed wide. It's a 1-2 count to Fitzpatrick. So he takes that one low. That one's a good stop. Behind the plate by Jaden Harris. Count now 2-2 to the Pioneers right fielder. He fouls that one off to stay alive. Early season in league play, Fitzpatrick 5 for 10. Got his first 2 walks of the season on Sunday. Two-two pitch is fouled off again. Fitzpatrick in a great battle here. Junior from West Point, Mississippi, playing for Rust College. The 2-2 pitch is hit hard towards third, but foul. Koberstein not able to find a way to get Fitzpatrick out so far. Count still 2-2 to the right-handed hitting right fielder. 2-2 hit hard towards short. That's going to pass the shortstop. Bowes rounding third. They're waving him home. And the Pioneers get a run and back. It's now 2-1 on that West Coast scoreboard. First hit of the day for the Pioneers is an RBI single from Jordan Fitzpatrick. The danger doesn't stop here, though. It's Caden Moore. Talk about a big day. 5 RBIs over the 2 games, couple of walks. Had 2 doubles. Throw over to first. Nothing doing. Another throw over to first. Almost gets away from the first baseman, Rehnquist. Fitzpatrick does have a stolen base on the season. First pitch on the ground towards second. Larson plays it over to second for 1, but not going to be any time for that double play. It's now 1 out, the runner at first, and it's Mike Monum. Monum yesterday, or on Sunday, went 5 for 7, had 3 doubles and a couple of RBIs. Trying to stay hot. First pitch misses inside as Moore takes off. The throw is not in time. Moore got a late jump there, but he still has a stolen base. It's a 1-0 count to the Pioneers DH today. Koberstein sets and delivers as that swung on and missed at a pitch at the knees. The 1-1 pitch hit towards third. It's played by Betrez. He can't play it, actually. He gets past him, and Monum's going to be safe at first. Moore wasn't trying to push that, so he's still at second. But now it's runners at first and second, just 1 out for Jacob Solis. Solis with a big second game. He went 3 for 4, had 4 RBIs, and scored 2 runs. First pitch missed on a check swing for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch softly towards center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Moore is going to be waved home as the ball gets past the center fielder. 1 run scores. Monum will hold at third. And a single and a defensive mistake puts runners at second and third and ties this ball game up. Looked like Salters over coaching third was going to hold Moore. But instead, the ball gets past the center fielder Steinbar. A couple of defensive mistakes from the Bombers in this first frame. The first pitch misses low for ball 1 to Man Smith. Game now tied 2-2. That one is hit towards third. It's going to hold the runners. Throw goes to first, and it's in time for out number 2. That one was hit on a line towards third, but well played by Betrez over there. That'll be Carter Simmons due up. Had an RBI single yesterday as well. He's got a couple of runners out there as the Pioneers trying to take the lead here in the first. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Very similar to how yesterday's first game started. Both teams scored 2 in that first inning. Then it became a pitcher's duel after that. That one is hit into center. It's sending Steinbar back, still going back on it, still going back, and it's over his head and off the wall. Both runs will score. Simmons motoring around second. He's heading for third. There's not going to be a throw as Carter Simmons with a 2-out, 2 RBI triple. And the Pioneers take a 4-2 lead. And that ball just kept carrying over that center fielder. And continues to Ray Zamaripa. Sounded like he's actually going to be able to swing the bat today.
Next up to the Pios, catcher number 2.
See how he looks in his
Zamaripa.
full return. Did reach 2 of his 3 at-bats yesterday, once on an error and once on a walk. First pitch in there for strike 1. Zamaripa, the 8th batter to come to the plate in this inning, as the Pioneers now lead 4-2. A 1 pitch on the ground towards short. Kuzel plays it. That throw to first is in time for out number 3. But the Pioneers score 4. They lead 4-2 thanks to a Carter Simmons triple to give them their first lead of the day. We head to the second here on KNEB and the Front Range League Network.
Bombers 2 and your Pios 4.
Eric Toller back on the mound. He'll face 7, 8, 9 here in this second inning. As they get set for the second inning, want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Monument Physical Therapy. They understand that one size doesn't fit all. That's why they offer flexible treatment plans designed to fit any lifestyle. They have a board-certified orthopedic specialist who brings creativity and expertise together. In that first inning, Toller gave up a couple of hits, walked 1. Defensive mistake by Fitzpatrick out and right. Allowed runners to get to second and third. Almost stranded both of them, but a 2-out single from Gage Waitman were the 2 runs that the Bombers were able to score. In that inning, the Pioneers able to answer with 4 of their own. Zamaripa throws it down to second. So ready to get started here in the second. With Jaden Harris, the catcher, first one to face him in this inning. Harris stepping into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch to him misses wide for ball 1. Toller sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one is hit well to center. That one's sending Solis back. He's still going back on it, but he will have plenty of room to bring it in for out number 1. Next up is the third baseman. Azaviel Petrez made a big mistake in that first inning defensively. First pitch, that one is hit well into center. Solis is coming in, now out on it. Still going out, but again, plenty of time for out number 2. Couple flyouts to center. It'll be the 9-hole hitter, Zoltan Custer. Last hope for the Bombers here in the second frame.
Next batter, number 80, Zoltan Custer.
First pitch into Custer. Taken in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch into Custer is swung on and missed, and quickly Custer behind 0-2. The Bombers' right fielder batting in the nine hole, trying to keep this second inning alive. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike three in the inside corner. And Toller works a quick 1-2-3 second inning. The Pioneers come back to bat, trying to add to their 4-2 lead here in KDB and the Front Range League Network.
Your Pioneers score.
Pioneers come back to bat here in the second inning. They scored 4 in that first. 8 came to bat. Nine-hole hitter Michael Fisher will start the inning, followed by the top of the lineup. They try to do what they did in that first inning and score on hits. Pioneers put up 10 runs in that second game on Sunday. Scored 10 in the first 3 innings. Had some meat on the bone in those last 3 innings as well, but weren't able to score. The first pitch, a number back up the middle will be the catcher to take it. Throw to first is just in time for out number 1. Catcher Harris is a little bit slow there, but still made the play. And so with 1 out, he'll be back to the top of the lineup, and Tay Bowes. Bowes walked, stole a bag, and eventually scored on the on the Fitzpatrick single. Marked down the wrong number. Confused me there for a second. First pitch to him missed high for ball 1. That pitch misses low. It's a 2-0 count now to the Pioneer shortstop. The 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1, including Sunday's games. Bowes now has 8 walks on the season. Takes that one high. It's a 3-1 count. He's now struck out just 3 times as well. 3-1 pitch, line towards second, over the second baseman, and a 1-out single will have a base runner on for the Pioneers here in the second. It'll be Jordan Fitzpatrick, an RBI single, his first time up in that first inning.
Next up, right fielder number 15, Jordan Fitzpatrick.
Bowes leads off first, does have a stolen base in this game. First pitch taken high for ball 1. On that stolen base, it was a fantastic jump. Throw to first, nothing doing. Oberstein trying to keep this deficit where it's at. Pitch misses high for ball 2. Is that Whereas Bo's got a big jump over at first. Two-0 pitch, Bose takes off. That one hits Fitzpatrick anyways. So with one out, runners at first and second for Caden Moore. Reached on a fielder's choice, but eventually did score on the Solis single. Both hits on Sunday in those two games were doubles, one to the left, or one to left field, one out to right. First pitch in there for strike one. Koberstein sets. Bo's a little bit jumpy out there. Is that one line? Back up the middle, could be two. Larson toss to second for one. Throw to first is not going to be in time. Caden Moore legs out another fielder's choice to keep the inning alive. Runners on the corners, two outs. It'll be Mike Monum. Tasked with trying to get a run in for the Pioneers. He reached on an error by the third baseman, Beatriz. First pitch hit well, and that's going to get through the hole between the shortstop and third baseman for an RBI single for Monum. Like the first pitch he saw, and he was able to muscle it out to left field. Pioneers now lead 5-2 on the Wesco scoreboard. With that, I want to let you know that Wesco is a proud sponsor of our local sports, supporting athletes on the team, producers in the field. For all your agronomy, bean, feed, and petroleum needs, Wesco Service Solutions success. Now it's Jacob Solis. First pitch swinging, popped up behind the plate. It's Harris still moving over. It's going to land in fair territory, and Solis is safe and everybody's safe. The wind pushed it back into fair territory, and the catcher Harris just wasn't able to play it. And now the bases are loaded with two outs for Man Smith. The third error of the game so far for the Bombers. So that first pitch is checked. Gets past Harris, but not far enough away for anything to happen. It's a 1-0 count. Smith hit the ball hard to third base his last time up, but ended up being ground out. So that pitch misses high. It's a 2-0 count. Pioneers with one in and three on the bases. That one is popped up as well. That one's behind the plate. Harris gives it a look, but it lands in foul territory, and the count moves to 2-1. Smith, the junior from Tampa, Florida. Also playing over for the Rust College Bearcats. Went 0 for 6 yesterday, but really just plagued with bad luck. Eventually feel like that luck's got to turn around. 2-1 pitch hit towards short, past the glove of Kuzel. 1 run scores. They're waving home Monum. And the Pioneers add 2 more. It's now 7-2. Two RBI single for Man Smith. Now it's Carter Simmons, who had a 2 RBI triple himself in that first inning.
Next up for number 12, Carter Simmons.
First pitch misses low for ball 1. Hit its dead center his last time, landed just in front of the fence and got off the wall. Solis leads off second. Man Smith leads off first. The 1-0 pitch. That one's hit well to center as well. Steinbar moving back on it, still moving back. He's at the wall and is over his head and off the wall again. 1 run scores. They're waving home Smith. Throw comes into third, and there won't be a throw at home, and the Pioneers add 2 more as Carter Simmons has a couple of deep shots to center and 4 RBIs already. A triple and a double so far for Carter Simmons. The Pioneers now lead 9-2 as they've put up 5 here in the second, matching what they did in the second game yesterday. 1 run away from actually matching it before the third inning. Zamaripa, the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning. He grounded up to shortstop his last time up. First pitch misses and gets past the catcher, and Simmons will advance to third on the wild pitch. 1-0 count to the Pioneers catcher. Takes that one at the knees. Count evens up at 1-1. Simmons 90 feet away from being the 10th run of the game for the Pioneers, as that one is chopped towards third. And Beatriz bobbles it, and Zamaripa is safe at first. Another fielding error. Harvey will run for Zamaripa. And now Michael Fisher, who started off the inning with the ground out back to the catcher, will bat for the second time this frame. Bose goes and gets the equipment from first base coach John Lane. Pioneers now lead 10-2 on the West Coast scoreboard. 3 errors from this Bombers defense has plagued them so far. That allows another run to score. First pitch swinging for Fisher as he hits that one to center. In on it is Steinbar. Still coming in on it, now under it for out number 3. But the Pioneers score 6. They lead 10-2. So we had a third here on KNEB and the Front Range League Network.
Just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. Once I get in and I put it.
Top of the lineup due up in the third inning here for the Buckley Bombers. They trail 10-2 now. The Pioneers have put up 4 runs in the first, 6 in the second. Bombers got 2 in the first inning on a Gage Waitman 2 RBI single, but went down in order in the second. Top of the lineup due up here in the third. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by The Dugout. They invite you to come check out the newest recreational option in Scottsbluff, and you can register online at info@thedugoutsb.com. Once again, that's info@thedugoutsb.com. Marcus Steinbar, the first one to face Toller here in this third inning. He struck out swinging his first time up.
Now here for the Bombers, center fielder again, Marcus Steinbach.
He was made to work in that last inning. A couple of balls hit over his head. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off for strike one. Toller sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch to the Bombers center fielder. That one misses wide. Count evens up at 1-1. Next pitch misses outside. It's a 2-1 count now to the Bombers leadoff hitter. Steinbar from Wiggins, Colorado. 0 for 1 so far on the day. 2-1 pitch in there for strike two. He thought about going but didn't. Now a 2-2 count to the right-handed hitting Steinbar. 2-2 pitch on the ground up the middle. Fisher will have a play, but he's not able to make it. It'll be a leadoff single for Steinbar. That'll be the pitcher, Keenan Koberstein. He walked his first time up. One of the 2 runs that scored on the Waitman single.
Next up, pitcher number 8, Keenan Koberstein.
Steinbar leads off first. Toller sets and delivers. That one is ripped to left field. Over on it is Moore, but he's going to have plenty of time for out number 2. One away, one on for Madden Larson. He singled in the first inning. Him and Koberstein both advanced a bag because of the defensive error out and right.
Next batter, second baseman number 2, Madden Larson.
Left-handed hitting second baseman. Trying to stay perfect on the day. First pitch, outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. That one's taken just wide for ball one. Let's see if the Bombers want to test the arm as Omri, but behind the plate. Did throw out a couple of runners in that second game on Sunday. Steinbar does take off. Pitch misses low, and there won't be a throw. It's a 2-1 count to Larson. Bombers trying to cut into that 10-2 lead. Two-1 hit well to center. Back on it is Solis, still going back on it. He's at the track, and he can't get it. Solis with the throw in. They're going to wave the run home, and there won't be a throw. Actually, a little bit closer than what it looked like. Fisher out there still made the throw, but an RBI double off the bat of Madden Larson. Now 2 for 2. Puts himself at second base now. The Bombers now trail 10-3. First extra base hit of the game for the Bombers. Jax Kuzel, who lined out to second base his last time up. First pitch taken wide for ball one. Toller sets, looks back at second. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one swung on and missed. And after the high cheese, and the count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Kuzel, misses low and gets past Zamaripa. That will advance Madden Larson 90 feet closer. Now working with a 2-1 count to the left-handed hitting Kuzel. Pioneers pitching on Sunday pitched 14 innings, allowed just 4 runs. 2-1 misses, but Zamaripa able to keep in front of him. Count moves a 3-1. Bombers trying to match the amount of runs the pitching staff gave up on Sunday in just the first 3 innings here. The 3-1 delivery. That one on the ground towards first, but foul, and the count runs full. Waitman, who had that 2 RBI single in the first inning, awaits on deck. He'd love an opportunity to hit with a couple of runners on base. One out, one in this frame for the Bombers. Single and a double surrounding the flyout to left field. 3-2 pitch. That one hit to center. Solis in on it. He's not going to have enough time as that one will land for a bloop single. And that's now 2 runs scored in this inning for the Bombers. Still just 1 out for Gage Waitman. Took a 3-1 pitch to center field to score 2 in that first inning. First pitch swinging here, popped up right side into foul territory. Smith out on it, still going out, running back, and he's able to glove it for out number 2. What an over-the-shoulder catch from Man Smith to get a big second out. It's now Tate Rehnquist trying to extend this third inning. Pioneers lead 10-4. Bombers have put up 2 runs in the first, and they've now put up 2 runs in the third. First pitch swinging, comes up empty for strike 1. Kuzel takes off, pitch is grounded towards first. Smith will take it himself to first for out number 3. Bombers put up 2 more runs. Pioneers still lead 10-4 as we head to the bottom of the third here on KDB and the Front Range League Network.
Just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless. You just gotta be fearless.
New pitcher on the mound for the Bombers is Gage Waitman. Waitman has a couple of RBIs. Now will be a task to try to keep this 10-4 deficit where it's at. Silverstein went 2 innings, allowed 8 hits, 10 runs scored, only 8 of them earned. He had 1 walk, didn't strike out anybody. Defense let him down, though. 3 errors hurt him in those first 2 innings. And now, like I said, it is Waitman on the mound.
And left field number 1, Ezekiel Atlas. And third base, Keenan Hamilton.
It's Beatriz out and left now. I believe Culberstein will come into play third. Top of the lineup, due up. Bose will get his chance to hit for the 3rd time in as many innings. So far, Bose 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. He scored 2 runs at the top of this Pioneers lineup. The first 5 in this Pioneers lineup have all reached, some differently than others. Bose a walk and a single. Fitzpatrick a single and a hit by pitch. Moore's reached twice, both times on fielder choices. Monum reached on an error and a single, and then a couple singles for Solis. First pitch, squares on about, pulls it back for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery is taken at the letters for strike 1. Waitman winds and delivers. 1-1 pitch. That one's hit up the middle. Kuzel will play it on the move. Throw to first is not in time as the ball pops out of the glove of Rehnquist. And the 4th error of the game for the Bombers will allow Tay Bose to reach to start this 3rd inning. Just popped out of the glove of Rehnquist. That'll be Jordan Fitzpatrick, who is 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI single, and a hit by pitch. First pitch swinging, he fouls that one off. It's been eliminated on the fielder's choice both times after reaching first. Waitman pitching from the stretch now. Delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one is fouled off. It's an 0-2 count to the Pioneers' right fielder. Waitman looks in, gives a look over at second. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Called for strike 3. First time the Pioneers have struck out tonight. And with 1 out, it will be Caden Moore. Bozo at first does have a stolen base. Would have had 2 if that ball hadn't hit Fitzpatrick in that 2nd inning. Still searching for his first hit of the ball game. Throw over to first, nothing doing. Has reached both times and has scored both times. He's been up, though. First pitch, misses high. Bose takes off, but the ball gets away from the catcher. Second stolen base up the game for Bose. As Moore starts ahead 1-0. One out, runner at second. Waitman sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one taken just high. It's a 2-0 count. A 2-0 pitch. Taken high. It's a 3-0 count to the Pioneers left fielder. Pioneers trying to add to their 10-4 lead on the West Coast scoreboard. And a throw back to second is not in time. Count still 3-0 to Moore at the plate. Pioneers on Sunday in the second game got to 10 runs and then didn't score the rest of the game. Had some opportunities but didn't take advantage. 3-0 pitch, misses high for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Caden Moore. Puts runners at first and second with just one out for Mike Monham. Reached on an error by the third baseman before a RBI single his last time up.
Next up, designated hitter number 11, Mike Connell.
He's also scored 2 runs this game. Both runners takes off as that pitch is fouled out of play for strike 1. Monham scored on the Carter Simmons triple in the first inning and then scored on the Man Smith single last inning. And another throw over to second, nothing doing. He did attempt a double steal on that last pitch. Monham trying to stay hot at the plate. That pitch misses inside, count evens at 1-1. Whitman sets, looks back at second. The 1-1 pitch hit towards third. Gloved, tagged at third for 1. Throw to first is going to pull the first baseman, but it wasn't in time either way. So Koberstein gets the easy out at third. With 2 outs, runners still at first and second for Jacob Solis. Solis a couple of singles. That last one was the pop-up behind the plate that the ball got pushed back into fair territory. The catcher Harris could not make the play. First pitch taken outside for strike 1. It's an RBI single his first time up. He got to second base after an error by the center fielder. The 0-1 pitch hit well to center. Steinbar out now, going out on it. That's going to get off the wall. 1 run scores. Monham being waved home. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time, and the Pioneers add 2 more on the Jacob Solis double. RBIs 2 and 3 for Solis on the day. It's now 12-4 Pioneers.
And please don't stand on the railing or netting. That's for your safety. Please don't stand on the railing or netting. Thank you.
That's Man Smith trying to improve on his 1-for-2 day. First pitch swinging, he fouls that one off for strike 1. It was an RBI single for him last time and then was scored on the Carter Simmons double. Simmons stands on deck with a couple of extra base hits. He'd love a chance to hit with more runners on. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off, and quickly Smith behind 0-2. A 2 RBI single his last time up for Man. But he's battling from behind 0-2 as Waitman sets and delivers. That one misses wide. Now a 1-2 pitch. Solis leads off second. Waitman sets and delivers. That one is lifted to right field. Over on it is Custer. He's not going to be able to bring it in. Solis heading home. And the Pioneers add another as it's now 3 RBIs on the day for Smith. Now it brings in Carter Simmons, who already has a couple of extra base hits to center field. Simmons with 2 RBIs in each of his first 2 at-bats, total of 4 so far today as the Pioneers lead 13-4.
Carter Simmons.
First pitch taken high for ball 1. Bose started this inning off reaching on an error. Fitzpatrick struck out looking. As Smith gets looked back over to first. Moore walked on 4 pitches, then Monum reached on fielder's choice. And then the 2-out, 2 RBI double from Jacob Solis and another RBI single from Man Smith. As he takes off for second. That swung on and missed for strike 1. Throwdown is not in time. As Smith is in with a stolen base. And Carter Simmons bats with a 1-1 count, and they're going to call Smith out on interference by Simmons. And so that will end the inning. But Pioneers add 3 more. They lead 13-4 on the West Coast scoreboard. We'll be right back here on KDB in the Front Range League Network. Eric Toller out there for his 4th inning of work. Pioneers lead 13-4. Tries to keep that lead where it's at. I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Also brought to you by Hersted Monument Company, serving the Valley for over 100 years. It's 7-8-9 in this 4th inning. As the Bombers' top 6 scored 2 runs in each of their first 2 innings, but the bottom 3 went down 1-2-3 the first time they were up. So that one swung on and missed for strike 1. Toller sets, delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one misses wide, and the count evens at 1-1. One pitch is chopped towards third, but it's off his foot. So it's just strike 2. Harris, the catcher, flew up to center field his first time up. Now is battling with a 1-2 count here in this 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch on the ground towards third. Simmons plays it. Throw to first is in time with a good pick by Smith for out number 1. So with 1 out, it'll be the third baseman now in left field, Azaviel Beatriz. First pitch to him misses for ball 1. Toller sets, delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one on the ground towards third. Again, Simmons, another throw. 2 quick groundouts to Simmons over at third. With 2 outs, it'll be the 9-hole hitter Zoltan Custer. As this bottom part of the lineup tries to avoid going 1-2-3 for the second straight time.
Next guy, right fielder number 80, Zoltan Custer.
Custer struck out looking his first time up. First pitch to him, swings at that one, can't get to it. Starts behind 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses high, count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and Custer quickly behind 1-2. Toller agrees, comes set, delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one misses just outside, and the count evens at 2-2. Two-two pitch into Custer, swung on and missed. Third strikeout of the game for Toller as the bottom lineup goes 1-2-3 again. Pioneers try to add to the 13-4 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on KDB and the Front Range League Network.
Bumpers 4 and Fort Pilots 13.
Pioneers come to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Carter Simmons was ruled out on interference. It'll be the catcher Ray Zamaripa followed by Michael Fisher for the top of the lineup due up here in the fourth inning. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star and Harsh, 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. Zamaripa 0 for 2, ground out, and then he reached first on an error back in the second as that pitch misses high for ball 1. Waitman still on the mound. Wines delivers the 1-0 pitch. That one misses outside. Now a 2-0 count to the Pioneers catcher. Takes that one high, and it's a 3-0 count. Waitman steps back onto the rubber, winds and delivers the 3-0 pitch. That one is in there. It's back in the count now at 3-1. Bottom of the lineup trying to set the table for the top of the lineup that's been so good so far today. 3-1 pitch misses high for ball 4. And a leadoff walk will bring up Michael Fisher, the 9-hole hitter, trying to reach for the first time today. Zamaripa will go back to the dugout. Harvey will run for him. Harvey with a ground out and a fly out so far today.
Michael Fisher.
Harvey leads off first. Waitman pitching from the stretch now. Delivers the first pitch, misses high for ball one. Fisher batted twice in that second inning. The 1-0 pitch to Fisher. Swung on and missed. Big swing, but he comes up empty. Pioneers with 13 runs on 10 hits. Bombers with 4 runs on 5 hits, and they have 4 errors, which has hurt them so far. Harvey takes off. That pitch misses high. Throw down is in time and a dot. And Harvey is gunned down trying to steal second. That ball landed right where it needed to. Put the glove right in the pocket of Harvey, and it's a 2-1 count for Fisher. I'm going to say it hit him. Maybe just grazed him. That will put on another base runner with 1 out for the top of the lineup. It's Tay Bowes coming to the plate for the 4th time in 4 innings. He's walked, he's singled, and he's reached on an error.
Next up, shortstop number 4, Tay Bowes.
Throw over to first, nothing doing a Fisher over there. Bowes scored 2 runs in those first 2 innings and was eliminated on the fielder's choice in the 3rd. First pitch chopped towards short. Kuzel tossed to second for 1. Throw to first is in time. And an inning-ending double play off the bat of Tay Bowes. And the Pioneers are scoreless for the first time in this game. They go down 1-2-3 after getting a walk and a hit by pitch. They still lead 13-4 as we head to the 5th here on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
Pepsi, we're going to throw it up to Mallory, who's on the field with our contestants.
Today we have NJ and Jay on second base, with the girls up on first base, and we're going to race to third base. Are y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, looks like NJ's over there. Let's give them a round of applause. Back to you, Bill.
All right, thank you, Mallory. Congratulations to our winners. We'd also like to thank Pepsi for their continued support. Penetration division for the second stands and give Pepsi Club.
New pitcher on the mound for the Pioneers is going to be my friend, my broadcaster, Bob Parsons. Getting a chance to try to pitch for the Pioneers here as we enter the 5th inning. He works with a 13-4 lead, and as he warms up, I want to let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Castle & Cook. Contact Jennifer Yurdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage for a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance. Contact Jennifer today. Castle & Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. Some defensive changes for the Pioneers as well. Deshaun Harvey comes into play second. Fisher moves over to third, and Simmons moves back behind the plate, taking out Zamaripa. Throw goes down to second as we get set for the 5th inning. Pioneers do lead 13-4. Top of the lineup due up. This top of the lineup has scored 2 runs in each of their first 2 times through. They've sent 6 to the plate each time they started at the top of the lineup. And then the bottom 3 have gone down 1-2-3 both times. But this is the first inning they're going to face Bob Parsons on the mound. Top of the lineup, Marcus Steinbar enters 1 for 2. First pitch, that one's lined to right. That's going to get past Harvey for a leadoff single, second of the day for Steinbar. He also stole a bag his last time up, and that'll be the third baseman now, Kanan Koberstein. 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored a run back in the first inning. Steinbar leads off first. First pitch in there for strike 1. Again, Simmons behind the plate. We'll see if Steinbar wants to test him. Steinbar leads off first. The 0-1 pitch. That one on the ground towards third. It'll be Bose who plays it, and he won't have a throw as an infield single put runners at first and second with nobody out. A little bit of bad luck there for Parsons. Now brings in Madden Larson. He's 2 for 2. A single and a double so far in this game.
Next up, second baseman number 2, Madden Larson.
First pitch finds a zone for strike 1. Again, Devin James still hurt, so Simmons, kind of the third catcher on the team, more of an infielder. He will come in to catch for Zamaripa. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, and Larson quickly behind 0-2. Pioneers lead 13-4. The Bombers trying to cut into that lead a little bit here. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, and Parsons has got a strikeout. And a big one at that, as that's a big out number 1. It'll be Jax Kuzel. He singled his last time up as well. Some Outlaws players here in the crowd cheering on their broadcaster. And the Outlaws back in action against Morgan County on Thursday. Both teams get an off day tomorrow. First pitch misses wide for ball 1. Kuzel 1 for 2, a single and a line out to second. The 1-0 pitch finds the outside corner. Count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch misses low. It's a 2-1 count to the shortstop Kuzel. Kuzel on Sunday playing for the 19U squad went 1 for 7. So that's a slow chopper to third, but it will roll into foul territory, and the count evens at 2-2. So far, 1 for 2 on the day today. Both runners will return back to their previous bases, and Kuzel will step back in with a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch misses low, count runs full. Gage Waitman awaiting on deck. He's 1 for 2 with that 2 RBI single back on the first. That one is fouled off by Kuzel, and we'll do it again. Got to assume that Zamaripa's still dealing with that hand injury. He's shaking his hand after he's hit the ball, or was jammed the first time. 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Parsons. And there are 2 down with 2 still on. Now to be Gage Waitman. He had a 2-out, 2 RBI single back in the first to break open the scoring for the Bombers. Trying to keep this 5th inning alive as the first pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch misses high. Count evens at 1-1. Waitman trying to keep this 5th inning alive. 2 leadoff singles, then back-to-back strikeouts. Have 2 outs with 2 on. Is that pitch taken for strike 2? Here's the 1-2 pitch as both runners take off. That's chopped towards short. Only play will be to first. Throw is in time for out number 3. So after a couple of leadoff singles, 2 strikeouts and a groundout for Parsons, then he's got a scoreless 5th inning. The Pioneers come to bat in the bottom of the 5th after a short break here on KNEB in the Front Range League Network.
Saturday for the game against the Nebraska Outlaws. First pitch scheduled for
Last time we talked, you had nothing to say. You chose to walk, give what we had away. I hope you get what you're looking for. But babe, with me, you close the door on everything we could have been. Don't go thinking we could be friends. No, you can't bring us back from the dead. 'Cause when you know, you know. And when you don't, when it ends, it ends. When it ends, it ends. I really thought we might have been it, so my heart was shattered when it took the hit. Oh, I can't imagine doing all that again, even for.
Pioneers come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. They lead 13-4. Try to add on to that lead. It'll be 2-3-4. Jordan Fitzpatrick, Caden Moore, and Mike Monum due up in this frame. Waitman out there for another inning of work. And as he gets warmed up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Ryan's Welding, selling PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop. Pioneers went down in order for the first time in that last inning, although there was a walk and a hit batter. But Deshaun Harvey came in to run for Zamaripa. He was caught stealing, and then after Fisher got hit, Bose grounded into that double play, which sent them down 1-2-3. Still, the only scoreless frame they've had in this game was that last inning. They scored 4 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third. The Bombers scored 2 in the first and 2 in the third. So we stand at 13-4 as that first pitch is popped up left side. Beatriz now coming in. It's a center fielder who's going to take charge, and he can't get to it. And Fitzpatrick's going to end up at second. Looks like Beatriz just lost it. Eventually found it, but the center fielder Steinbach came over to try and make the play, and he couldn't. And another error by the Bombers defense allows Fitzpatrick to lead off the inning at second base. Now it's Caden Moore. He is 0 for 2. He's reached twice on a fielder's choice and a walk, and he has scored 3 runs. 3, 4, 5 have all scored 3 runs in this game for the Pioneers. First pitch, chopper towards second. Play will go to first in time, and there is 1 out in the inning. Fitzpatrick does get to third. Saying Mike Monum, he has reached all 3 times, and he's scored 3 runs, so is Solis. Monum today, 1 for 3. He's reached on a fielder's choice, reached on an error, and he singled. It was an RBI single back in the second.
Hitter number 11, Mike Monum. 1-0 the 1-0 pitch. 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 1
First pitch swinging. Pulled the string on him. He starts behind 0-1. Fitzpatrick, 90 feet away with 1 away from making it a 10-run ball game. The 0-1 pitch. That one's in there, and Monum quickly behind 0-2. Monum, the senior from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, works with an 0-2 count here. He lines that to third, and he gets under the glove of Koberstein, and yet another defensive mistake allows a run to score. It's not going to be listed as an error, but Koberstein thought the ball was going to bounce, and it didn't. And now it's 14-4. Monum's second RBI of the game. And now it's Jacob Solis with 1 out and 1 on. As he tries to stay perfect. He's 3 for 3. He's got 3 RBIs on the day himself. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. A couple of singles and a double. And again, as I said, he's scored all 3 times. The 1-0 pitch. That one stays high. It's a 2-0 count. Waitman in his 3rd inning of work after the starter Koberstein only went 2. He's now given up 4 runs. Just 2 of them earned. 2-0, laced to center. Steinbar in on it. He's not going to get to it. He's able to cut it off. And Monum will advance to second with a 1-out single from Jacob Solis. As he stays perfect, he's now 4 for 4 on the day. Now to be Man Smith. He's 2 for 3. He's got 3 RBIs himself. 13 RBIs on the day for the Pioneers. 12 of them have come from batters 4, 5, 6, and 7. First pitch swinging, big swing, but he comes up empty. Starts behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is ripped to left. That sends Beatriz back. He's at the track. It's at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. 1 run scores. They're going to hold Solis at third. Smith ends up at second. And he just missed a 3-run home run, but he's got his 4th RBI on the day. Solis ends up at third. The umpires came together to make sure it wasn't a home run. Again, I think that bounced legitimately off the top of the wall. Now there's 1 out. Runners at second and third for Carter Simmons. Now catching. He's 2 for 3. A triple, a double, 4 RBIs. And last time he was called out by interference on the stolen base attempt by Man Smith. First pitch swing, popped up just outside the infield. It's Larson backing up on it. He brings in for out number 2, Solis won't try. And now it is Deshaun Harvey. He'll step in to bat for the first time today, entering for Zamaripa. Harvey yesterday went 2 for 5, a couple of singles in that second game. First pitch, big looper that misses high for ball 1. Didn't get any RBIs, but he's got 2 potentially out there for him right here. Pioneers lead 15-4. Harvey trying to add on to that lead with runners at second and third and 2 outs. That pitch misses wide. It's a 2-0 count now. Harvey, the 6'2 incoming freshman at Heston College, waits the 2-0 pitch. That one misses inside. It's a 3-0 count. He was caught stealing for the first time this season. His last time on the base paths, which was when he entered for Zamaripa. The 3-0 pitch. Taken high for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk given up by Waitman, and the bases are juiced for Michael Fisher, but that's going to bring out the coach, Colin Hines. We'll see if he's going to have a chat or if he's going to make a change. Right now he's just talking with his pitcher, and they're going to stick with him. Just needs 1 out to escape this jam with no more damage done. Pioneers already have 2 in, but they've got 3 on and a chance to add on. And it brings in Michael Fisher, 0 for 2, reached on a hit by pitch. Does have a grand slam on the year. First pitch swinging, but he can't get to it for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Change up in there for strike 2. So Fisher behind 0-2. 6'3" redshirt freshman for the Western Nebraska Community College Cougars. Trying to extend this 5th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses low. It's now a 1-2 count to Fisher. He's still searching for his first hit on the day. The 1-2 pitch, chopper towards the right side, but foul, and we'll do it again. Solis leads off third. Madman Smith off second. Harvey off first. Three hits, a walk, and error have allowed 2 runs to score. Fisher trying to add on. The next 1-2 delivery. Misses low. Good stop by the catcher, Harris. Count now 2-2. Fastball's missed low both times in this at bat. Went slow, fast, trying to get him to strike out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he gets hit again. Second time that Waitman has hit Fisher, and that's going to allow a run to score. Had him at 0-2 and eventually just lost him. Bases stay loaded now for Tay Bowes. Pioneers now lead 16-4. Bowes now hitting for the 5th time in 5 innings. Grounded into a double play his last time up. He's reached on an air, he's walked and singled. First pitch, front door breaker, in there for strike 1. Bowes, the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning. All started with the guy on deck. He reached on an error by the center fielder. The 0-1 pitch, that one's taken high, count evens at 1-1. Waitman sets, delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one misses low. It's a 2-1 count now to the Pioneers' leadoff hitter. Three in, 3 on, 2 outs here in this 5th frame. Bose awaiting the 2-1 pitch in from Waitman. Takes that one high. Tried to get off-speed pitch at the top of the zone. Couldn't get the call. It's a 3-1 count. Waitman sets again. Nowhere to put him. He's got to find a strike here. 3-1 pitch. Misses high. Back-to-back free passes have pushed in 2 more runs. And they will make a change on the mound now. Fitzpatrick will hit for the second time today. It's hard to read their numbers. It's going to be Marcus Steinbar. He's going to come in to pitch from center field. Looks like Custer moved to center and Waitman's out in right. So Steinbar warms up. We'll let you know tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Viera Wireless, Hometown Roots, Global Reach, Viera Wireless Scottsbluff. Also brought to you by Independent Plumbing and Heating, Inc. They have been servicing the Western Nebraska Panhandle since 1933. Steinbar wins with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pioneers have scored 4 in this inning. Fitzpatrick led off the inning, reaching on an error. He eventually scored on the Mike Monum single. Solis then singled. And then Man Smith hit an RBI double that scored Monum, but just missed being a home run. Monum scored on that. Solis ended up scoring on the hit by pitch on Michael Fisher. And then Man Smith just scored on the Tabo's walk. Fitzpatrick on the day is 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch, a single. He struck out looking, and again, he began this inning reaching via the error on a fly ball that was in left field. It was the center fielder Steinbar, who's now on the mound, who tried to make the play. It appeared Betrez out in left may have lost it in the air. Fitzpatrick will step into that right-handed batter's box. Chance to add on to the 17-4 lead. Steinbar sets, delivers the first pitch. Fastball misses low for ball 1. Throwing the ball hard out there. He's got to try to be accurate here. Again, bases are loaded. Can't walk anybody. Our 2 outs in this frame. 1-0 misses low. It's a 2-0 count. Count now 2-1 to the, or 2-0, sorry, to the Pioneers right fielder. He chops that one towards short. It's played by Kuzel. He'll go to second in time, and that will be out, good for out number 3. But the Pioneers do get 4 in this inning, and they lead 17-4. So we head to the 6th here on KDB in the Front Range League Network.
Bombers 4 and your Coyotes 17.
One night to see where it went. Here's the thing, you made your bed. I just got your stay out of my head. No, you can't bring us back from the day. 'Cause when you know, and when you don't.
All right, thank you, Bill. Hey, let's go down this way, folks. Let's sit down here so the people can get full on view of this thing. Oh, we got the birthday girl who will not say her age, so she's 61 today. And sir, can I get your name? Guy. Cool. This is a guy. Don't remember his name. And Emily are here playing the Sterling Cup matrimony game. Simple game. We have 2 questions of Guy about Emily. And if they get 1 right, they get to stay. If they get both right, they don't have to go through Sterling up for the board. That's the prize. First question, sir. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the location of your first kiss. And we're not talking about like on the road, we're talking about the physical geographical GPS location where you
Parsons out there for his second inning of work. He works with a 13-run lead. If these these score holds, Pioneers will win it after 7. So in theory, if he can get 6 outs without allowing at least 4 runs as of now, Pioneers will win via the run rule. As he warms up on the mound, let you know tonight's broadcast also brought to you by Intralinks, supporting computer systems in the Panhandle for over 20 years. We can review your systems and expenses to help your bottom line. With the team at Intralinks, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity. Call Intralinks for a free 1-hour consultation. Parsons in that first inning led off with a couple of singles. One of those was hit pretty well to right. The other one was an infield single. And then he got back-to-back strikeouts and then a ground out to strand those 2 runners. He'll now face 6, 7, and 8 in this inning, led off by Tate Rehnquist. The bottom 4 in this lineup yet to reach base so far today. First time they'll face Parsons in this game.
Emily, happy birthday again to you. 72 years old today, Emily. Phil, back to you. All right, thank you, John.
Rehnquist a couple of groundouts, 1 to second and 1 to first. The first baseman for the Bombers. They're waiting for something, and now the umpire will step back behind the plate and let play start. First pitch into Rehnquist misses for ball 1. Pioneers have scored at least 3 runs in 3 of their 4 innings. They've scored 4 in the first, 6 in the second, 3 in the third as that pitch misses high. It's a 2-0 count. They were held scoreless in the 4th, but then they bounced back with 4 more in the 5th. They lead 17-4 here as we play here in the top of the 6th. Back in the zone there. It's a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch. That on the line towards second. Harvey can't make the play. And for the second straight inning, there will be a leadoff single off of Parsons. Now the 7-holder, Jaden Harris, the catcher, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out so far in this game. Parsons on the mound from Seattle, Washington. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Currently attending Minnesota. Getting a chance to pitch here in this game, taking a break from the broadcasting side of things. 1-0 pitch. That one's hit well to center. Solis is in on it, still coming in. So the right fielder Fitzpatrick over there too. They collide, but Solis does catch it for out number 1. A little bit of miscommunication there. Thankfully, it doesn't cost them. And with 1 out, runner still up first. It is Azaviel Beatriz. Started at third base. Made a few mistakes over there. Is now playing in left field. He also has a fly out and a ground out so far. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Him and Jaden Harris have matched each other. Both flew out to center the first time, both grounded out to third the second time. And if trends hold, he'll fly out to center field as that one is fouled off, and the count evens at 1-1. Hopefully with a little bit less collision out there between Solis and Fitzpatrick. Count 1-1, runner at first, 1 away. That one misses just outside. Can't get the call. It's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. That one's lifted towards right field. It'll stay in the infield as Harvey comes in on it, and he's got it for out number 2. So bottom part of the lineup trying to avoid getting set down 1-2-3 once again, albeit a little bit differently after the leadoff single from Tate Rehnquist. It'll be Zoltan Custer. He has 2 strikeouts so far in this game. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Parsons started behind every single batter this inning. He's allowed 3 hits through an inning and 2/3, but hasn't walked anybody as that pitch misses outside. Two-0 count to Custer. He's in center field now. He foul tips that back into the glove of Simmons. 2-1 count now. Custer trying to change his fortunes in this one. So he waits the 2-1 pitch. Swings through that one. Count now 2-2 as Custer in danger of the hat trick. He counted for 2 of Toller's 3 strikeouts on the game. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, and Parsons has got 3 strikeouts as Custer goes down with the hat trick, and he's got 2 scoreless frames. Pioneers come to bat here in the 6th after a short break on KNB in the Front Range League Network.
Your Pioneers 17.
From the first moment I saw you, I knew I had to make you mine. Wanted to know everything about you. I didn't want to waste no time. What's something I can do for you, darling? That would make you smile. I'll bring you flowers, girl.
Pioneers back up to bat here in the 6th inning. They lead 17-4. Trying to add on a little bit of insurance to that run rule lead. I'll let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Clean Harbors. For more than a quarter of a century, Clean Harbors has been providing environmental and industrial waste management services to Kimball and the surrounding communities. They are the industry-leading provider of treatment, incineration, destruction, and disposal of hazardous waste in North America. They are proud to bring sustainable jobs and waste management services to the area and pride themselves on being an integral part of the surrounding communities. Clean Harbors, people and technology creating a better environment. It's Caden Moore to lead off this frame. First pitch missed him. That one is a chopper back up the middle. Pitcher can't get to it. Larson makes the play, throw to first, not in time. It gets past the first baseman, Rehnquist, but Moore will stay put at first, and he's got an infield single. Now it'll be Mike Monum to bat here in the 6th inning. Monum is 2 for 4, but he's reached all 4 times, and he scored all 4 times. First pitch, chopper towards short. Kuzel toss to second for 1, throw to first, and it's a wide throw, and it gets past him. Monum's going to charge for second. Throw goes in, it's not in time. And another defensive mistake allows Monum to reach. Advances to second on the throwing error by the second baseman, Larson. 1 out base runner on for Jacob Solis. Solis has also reached every single time, although he's 4 for 4, and he's scored every time. So that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Gets past the catcher, but not far enough for Monum to advance. Solis with 3 RBIs, Man Smith on deck with 4, and Carter Simmons with 4. The 1-0. Checked his swing on a pitch that missed high. It's a 2-0 count. Solis trying to stay perfect on the day with his 4 for 4 days. He fouls that one off. One of his singles did come after a foul ball was pushed fair by the wind. And the catcher behind the plate, Harris, couldn't make the play. The 2-1, buzzing the tower a little bit, high and tight. It's a 3-1 count. Man Smith awaits on deck. 3-1 pitch, chopper towards third. It's played by Koberstein. Long throw is high, but the foot gets back down in time for out number 2. Monum stays at second. And with 2 outs, it's Man Smith. Him and the guy on deck, Carter Simmons, both at 4 RBIs. Chance to get his 5th if he can find some outfield grass. He doubled his last time up, just missing a home run. First pitch, loopy breaker that misses above the zone for ball 1. Steinbar trying to send the Pios down scoreless for the second time this game. Big swing, but he comes up empty. The count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch taken high. It's a 2-1 count now. Smith 3 for 4. He's got 4 RBIs. He's scored twice. The 2-1 pitch misses low. 3-1. As I said, Simmons awaiting on deck. He'd love a chance to bat in this inning. 17 runs on 14 hits for the Pioneers. The 3-1 chopper towards third. It's inside the third base bag, and it gets into the outfield. They're waving Monum home. Smith chugging towards second, and a two-out RBI double from Man Smith extends the lead. His 5th RBI on the night. His 4th hit. A little bit of 2-out magic here for the Pioneers. They now lead 18-14 on the Wesco scoreboard. Simmons will now come to the plate trying to match his teammate. He's got 4 RBIs in the night. If he can find some outfield grass, he can get to 5. Simmons now catching behind the plate, catching Parsons on the mound. First pitch, foul tipped into the glove for strike 1. Sets, looks back at second a couple times, now delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one hit well to center. Custer doesn't really have to move, though, as that one is brought in for out number 3. The Pioneers add another. They lead 18-4. So we head to the 7th inning here in Gering, Nebraska, after a short break here on KNB and the Front Range League Network.
Fans, don't forget, it's Tuesday, 2-for-1 drinks and hot dogs. Get it while they last.
Enough to see for miles. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. I love your style, and I love your grace. Said I love to put a smile on your pretty little face. I love it when you're close to me. That's where I want you to always be. I didn't know when I found you that I would find.
New pitcher on the mound for the Pioneers is going to be Ray Zamaripa. As he warms up, let you know tonight's broadcast brought to you by Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff. Visit them for all of life's little emergencies. You have a choice when it comes to your health care, and at Quick Care, we're here to help. Quick Care Medical Services in Scottsbluff, a walk-in clinic here to help. Also brought to you by Team Chevrolet, Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Zamaripa enters, means Parsons' day ends with 2 shutout innings, allowed 3 hits, struck out 3, didn't walk anybody. And now Zamaripa will enter. Started as a catcher, is now pitching. As he'll look to work this mop-up role and finish this game off in what should end after this frame, assuming that the Bombers don't score 5 runs. Pioneers lead 18-4. Zamaripa at the plate went 0 for 2, reached on an error, and grounded out. He'll face the top of the lineup here. First with the pitcher Marcus Steinbar. A couple of hits for him in this game. He scored a run. Zamaripa sets and delivers the first pitch to Steinbar as he swings through that one for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch into Steinbar. That one down the middle, and it's quickly Steinbar behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch taken just outside. Zamaripa making his 4th appearance of the season. That one called strike 3 on the outside corner for strike 1. So with 1 out, it'll be Kanan Koberstein. First pitch fouled off for strike 1. Zamaripa on the year in his 3 innings has worked 5 1/3 innings. He's walked 7, struck out 4. The 0-1 pitch. Misses just inside. Count evens at 1-1. 3 of those 7 walks came in his first appearance. His job when he's been coming in just to throw strikes, and that's kind of what he's been doing. That one taken high. Struck out 2 in his lone inning of work last time he pitched, back on June 21st against the Outlaws. 2-1 stays high. It's a 3-1 count now to Koberstein with Madden Larson awaiting on deck. The 2-3 spot has accounted for 4 of their 8 hits in this game. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count runs full. Zamaripa sets on the mound. Delivers the payoff pitch. Now on the ground towards third. Fisher will glove it. Throw to first is not in time as Smith can't dig it out. And a one-out error will allow a base runner to reach for Madden Larson. First error of the night for the Pioneers. They've been playing good defense all night. That one did not go their way. Madden Larson, 2 for 3, a single and a double. He scored 2 runs as an RBI, and he struck out swinging his last time up. And Zamaripa looks back. Koberstein at first. That pitch misses high and wide for ball 1. Pioneers leading 18-4. Just need 2 more outs to win this game via the run rule. One 0 pitch in there. Count evens up at 1-1. Coach Toller went 4 innings. Parsons went 2, and now Zamaripa trying to finish this one out as that one swung on and missed, and the count moves to 1-2 here on Larson. The 1-2 pitch misses inside. Count evens 2-2. Koberstein over at first has gotten some big secondaries, but hasn't tried to steal. Two-two pitch, lifted left side, but that's going to get out of play, and the count stays at 2-2. Larson steps back in, count still 2-2. Zamaripa sets and delivers. That one on a line to right field. That's going to get through for a base hit. Throw will come into second. Koberstein stays at first, and now it puts runners at first and second with just 1 out for Jax Kuzel. Kuzel had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning, surrounding a lineout and a strikeout. He's played great defensively at shortstop tonight. One away, 2 on for the Bombers here in the 7th. First pitch swinging. Can't get to it. Starts behind 0-1. Some fireworks going off in the background. The 0-1 pitch. Misses just low. Count evens. Zamaripa sets. Looks back at second a couple of times. Now delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one lifted to center. Solis has to go back on it. Still going back. Backpedaling, and he's going to drop it. They're going to send the runner home. And everybody's safe as Kuzel ends up at second. So after going the entire game with no errors, 2 in this inning have allowed a run to score. Runners at second and third, just 1 out. Still a while away from continuing this game, but the Bombers are fighting. Now it's Gage Waitman. 2 RBI single back in the first, since then a pop out and a ground out. First pitch to Waitman is fouled off for strike 1. Inning started with a strikeout of Steinbar. Then Koberstein reached on a throwing error by Fisher at third, a single from Larson, and then the error by Solis in center. And the last three have reached as time is called. The 1-1 pitch misses, or the 0-1 pitch misses low and makes it 1-1. Pioneers looking to win their third straight game here at Oregon Trail Park. Need to get a couple more outs to secure it. The 1-1 on the ground towards second. Harvey gloves it. Run will score, but it is good enough for out number 2. The RBI ground out for Waitman. Now has 3 RBIs on the game. Now 2 outs for Tate Rehnquist. He singled his last time up. Other than that, he's had a couple of groundouts. He's hit it to the right side of the infield every single time. First pitch taken wide for ball 1. Kuzel leads off third. The 1-0 pitch to Rehnquist on the ground towards second again. Harvey's got it. The throw to first, and that'll do it. Pioneers are the winners tonight. They win by a score of 18-6. Scored 18 runs on 15 hits. The Bombers scored 6 runs on 9 hits. And we'll talk about that and more on the Runs a Postgame show after a short break here in KDB and the Front Range League Network.
First pitch scheduled for 6:35. We'd like to thank you for being in attendance this evening and supporting the Pioneers. Please take a moment to look around you, pick up any trash, and dispose of it in the nearest trash receptacle.
Love so true, and you can see it in my eyes. That girl, you've got me hypnotized. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours. Something's changed, baby, this I know. Summer rains turn to winter snow, but I promise you for sure, girl, my love is always yours.
Welcome into the Runza postgame show. I'm Lucas Macklin. Pioneers win 18-6, and I'm here with one of the stars of the game, my fellow broadcaster, Bob Parsons. 2 shutout innings with 3 strikeouts. What was your mindset out there?
I mean, I was just trying to throw strikes. Every single time I threw a ball, I felt bad. I didn't feel like I deserved to be out there, so I was just trying to prove that I deserved to be out there, I guess. I was not trying to walk anybody, was not trying to waste anybody's time out here, so just trying to put on a show.
Like I said, 3 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody, which shocked me. I'll be honest. I thought we were going to get a couple of walks. And outside of a couple of hard-hit balls, you really just kept them down. What was it like to be out there again?
It was a little different. Definitely a little bit more used to catching somebody. I was back there a couple times trying to help the catchers out back there. But, yeah, I was just trying to throw strikes. Didn't really put anything on it. I think they probably just thought I was throwing changeups the whole time, but whatever does the job, right?
So how did you ever pitch in high school?
I never pitched in high school. Last time I pitched was in 2022 with the Shoreline Royals in a tournament in Tucson, Arizona, against a team from El Paso. I think I did give up a run in that game. Still no walks though. When I was a player, I loved to take walks, and I just felt like the free pass is something that you don't need to give up. I talk about it all the time on the broadcast. So I had to walk the walk a little bit today since I've been talking the talk all summer.
I say that's kind of the thing we talk about. We talked about, I mean, the last game that the Outlaws and Pioneers played, we talked about like 37 free passes. You went out there and didn't give up any walks. Like I said, it was awesome to see. And how about that offense? I mean, between Man Smith and Carter Simmons, they combined for 9 RBIs, so at least had 3. What was it like to see that offense really put up those runs?
I mean, it's definitely nice. These guys playing a couple exhibition games in a row, getting a couple exhibition W's under their belt as well. That could be big for them. They're awesome group of guys down there. Pretty close. There's not a ton of them, so very close group.
And then that double by Man Smith, I thought from up here it hit the top of the wall, like it hit the yellow part of the wall. Is that what you saw? Because it was hard to see from up here.
I didn't really see it off the bat because it was really far down the line. We heard the clang, so I knew it hit fence. Wasn't sure which fence it hit though, because they do have that fence behind it. I think Moody was trying to say it hit the scoreboard, but I didn't think it hit the scoreboard. He didn't hit it high enough. But
yeah, I didn't think it hit the scoreboard, but I legitimately think it hit the top because the way it looked like it bounced, it looked like it was going straight and then bounced up. So I legitimately think it bounced off that yellow part. Well, that was awesome. It was good to see you out there. Final thing, a fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact about myself. I know some of the interns know it, but I can speak Spanish a little bit. That's kind of a fun fact.
Thanks, Bob. 2 innings of scoreless baseball, strikes out 3, and the Pioneers get the win. We'll continue the Runza post-game show after a short break here in Canby, the Front Range League Network. Welcome back into the Runza post-game show. Pioneers get the 18-6 win. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, Shadron, and Alliance. Talked to Bob Parsons, talked about his day where he went 2 innings pitched, struck out 3. Eric Toller got the start. He went 4 innings where he allowed 4 runs, walked 1, and struck out 3. And then Zamaripa in that final frame did give up a couple of runs. Obviously, neither of them earned. The 2 errors from the defense in that frame ended up costing him. Offensively, it was a showcase between Tay Bowes reaching 4 times. You had Jordan Fitzpatrick, who reached twice, once on a single, once on a hit by pitch. He also reached on an error and scored in the 5th inning. Caden Moore reached 4 times, scored 3 runs, had a couple of hits. Mike Monum reached all 5 times and scored all 5 times. He ended up with 2 RBIs on the night, going at 2 for 5. Sorry, a couple of singles, reached on 2 fielders' choices, and reached on an error back in the 1st inning. And then Jacob Solis, 4 for 5, 3 RBIs, 3 singles, and a double, continuing his hot streak. And then the combo of Man Smith and Carter Simmons combining for 9 RBIs, 5 with the bat of Man Smith. He gets 4 hits, 2 doubles, just missed a home run in left, and then 4 RBIs off the bat of Carter Simmons after he started the game with a triple and a double to help out the team. Ray Zamaripa got the start as a catcher. Deshaun Harvey came in and walked twice. And then at the bottom of the lineup, Michael Fisher reached 2 times, getting hit by 2 pitches. Pioneers get the win. We'll take one last break here in the Runza postgame show. When we're back, tell you what's next for this team going forward here on Candy B in the Front Range League Network. Welcome back into the Runza post-game show. Pioneers are your winner by a score of 18-6. Pioneers get a couple of days off. They don't play tomorrow or Thursday, but then they're back on Friday, a doubleheader, as they'll head down to Colorado Springs. Those games will start at 1 o'clock before they're back here at Oregon Trail Park on Saturday to take on the Outlaws in what should be a fun 4th of July game. But that'll do it for me here in the broadcast booth. Thank you for joining me. I've been Lucas Macklin. Fun game here at Oregon Trail Park, but that'll do it for me. And until next time, as always, have a blessed night.